Hey, good afternoon. This is Gabe Roberts from Back to Nature Lifestyle Medicine. I just want to do a quick video and cover the most common causes of inflammatory digestive diseases that we see in our practice, okay? Now, in my opinion, seeing thousands of people, we saw 1,500 last year alone, many with digestive problems, okay? In my opinion, these are the most common culprits that we have to figure out. When someone presents with an inflammatory digestive disease, and that can be a number of these different categories they have today, from ulcerative colitis to diverticulitis to Crohn's disease. And these names are, in retrospect, looking at different areas of the large intestine of where they're inflamed and giving them a name. Okay, so we're going to cover all the inflammatory diseases in this quick video. Okay, the number one cause we see, without a doubt, is parasites. Parasites cause a number of problems in people today, and they're extremely common. And as you can imagine, because you've never heard this, they completely escape traditional medicine. Their diagnostic procedures, their testing procedures, they don't even look for them, and oftentimes they dismiss them, okay? Anyone that has pets, dogs, cats, birds, livestock, when you go to salad bars, there's high exposure for getting a parasite in your food. Seafood is, again, very high risk foods to eat, okay? Eating out at certain places, but also environmental. So if you're at the lake, if you're outside, places like that to where you can come in contact with any number of these organisms, you're likely to get one, okay? And they cause a number of problems, stomach issues on a full moon. So those symptoms will increase on a full moon, so watch that, okay? Number two, nutritional deficiencies. You know, zinc and iodine and B vitamins, things like that, are just not in our food anymore. Our soil is around 90% dead today, so it's depleted of all magnesium and trace minerals and zinc and yttrium and cobalt and things that we absolutely need for proper functioning. They're out of the soil today, okay? And don't think you can get B vitamins by going to a health food store and buying a little cocktail of synthetic 6 B vitamins, because that's not it. The real source of B vitamins comes from liver, mammal liver. And the animal has to be grown and raised correctly as well, okay? So B vitamins, that's the most common nutritional deficiency across America today, are B vitamins, okay? Gallbladder, okay? Gallbladder, that's a huge problem in people today with all the rancid fats and all the sugar and all the oils they eat. When people eat out at restaurants, you know, the restaurants don't change the oils as often as they should, and they're using rancid fats and things like that. That will cause lots of gallbladder problems. And right now we're in the season of high gallbladder problems, okay? January through around, it's like November through January, February. So we're still kind of on the end of that gallbladder area, the gallbladder season, to give it problems. What you can do to really help this out is get some beets, okay? Now, if you have a stone or something, that's a little different, and we'll have to dissolve that out. But beets will absolutely thin the bile and cause your gallbladder to flow appropriately. Having the gallbladder removed doesn't solve the problem, because now you're unable to absorb all your fat-soluble vitamins. A, F, E, D, and K are all fat-soluble vitamins, and they literally go down the stool whenever you have your gallbladder removed. And you can even pay attention because your stool will be floating, okay? A number of problems arise when you can't absorb your fat. Depression, dry skin, hair, all kinds of things start to go bad as your gallbladder is removed, because your body can no longer absorb fat appropriately, okay? Number four, E. coli, food poisoning, okay? This is very common. We're hearing about this in the news. We heard about it a few weeks ago about all the romaine lettuce that has contaminated with E. coli. They're telling you there's poop and pee all over your food today. You've got to watch that, okay? You've got to be careful of what you eat. Even organic is contaminated a lot of times. But that's the only kind of food we push to eat is organic, because it's your safeguard of not getting some genetically modified or altered or manufactured, technologically manipulated foods, which your body doesn't even recognize. And I'll go into that later on, okay? E. coli, you don't want to mess around with this. I've seen a number of people have bloody stools until we get that calmed down. So E. coli is, you want to get that cooled off right away. And the last one here we'll talk about is gluten, or actually the contamination of Roundup in all of our food products today, okay? Roundup is a weed killer, as we've all heard, and the active ingredient in Roundup is called glyphosate. And what glyphosate is it has around 7 patents on it as an antibiotic. It's water soluble, so this mechanism of entry is absolutely devastating. It's water soluble. Now, because they started using it in the mid-90s, and every 6 years they've doubled the use of it, now it's in around 75% of our rain, 75% of our air. We are all entwined into this ecosystem of Roundup. And what this was going to do is it's going to grab your trace minerals. It's a mineral chelator. It immobilizes minerals such as zinc and magnesium and copper, yttrium, things like that. Very important. And if this is grabbing your zinc and you don't have zinc, you can't make stomach acid. So that's why all these kids have allergies today and they can't eat things. They're allergic to so much. It's because their stomach acid's gone. About 9 out of 10 people that fail our zinc test here, it all tastes like water to them, indicating that you have no zinc left, okay? So these are the most common causes we see of digestive problems in people. And whenever someone comes in with irritable bowel or something like that, I'm gonna start with these 5 things to figure out which one of those you are. I hope this helps, and for more information, feel free to reach out to our office at Back to Nature Lifestyle Medicine. Have a great day.